What's going on, everybody? Today I'm going over some various ways to write riffs, some things you can use in your riffs if you ever have dead ideas and you can't think of things to do. I'm going to give you some basic things you can do to incorporate into your riffs to add some color to them. If you're getting tired of writing the same old thing, maybe you know some things and just don't realize you could be popping them into your riffs. So I'm going to show you common things we do to add flavor and texture to our riffs so they don't keep sounding the same. Let's get right into it, because this is an interesting video for all you guys learning to write original music. If all you want to be is a cover band guy, get off this video because you're wasting your time. This is for guys that want to learn how to write the real riff. So guys, I'm going to show you today right now some simple things you can be doing in your playing. One of the things that a lot of bigger bands will do, successful bands do, is they mix multiple types of chords into the same riff, which you saw in the intro riff. If you picked up on it, I was using the octave chord along with the power chord. That's just two kinds of chords to use. And you can write a million riffs using just two types of chords because you don't get bored with two. One, probably it gets old after a little while, or you need something else, like maybe some pinches if you're just going to stay to just power chords. If your riff is only going to be one style of chord, you're going to need some flavor in there. If it's all just going to be power chords on the low string, then you need a little something in there. You might want a little something anyway to spice it up. Something other than just sitting there going. That's all you're doing, then you need to be here. So, two kinds of chords. I got the octave chord focusing on the D, and then the lower power chord riff strengthens that D sound. A very solid sound right there that totally and completely establishes that D Aeolian sound. Here we are around the D power chord. The two D notes, the two F notes, the two C notes, back to the D. And then I rifle off with the A flat, the G, and the F, and the D power chords. A flat, G, F, D. All right. So that's one idea you've got. Another idea is to put single note lines in between your chords, like bands like Lamb of God do, and things like of that nature. Those style heavy bands. Something of that nature. There is just a simple D, open D major chord, just playing without the third, just playing the power. Moving it from D to F to G, and then coming back to D, F, and G again. So we have the G, F, and D. When over here we have the same thing. We have G, F, D, but I'm disguising it because I'm coming up the other way for these higher chords. I'm playing the D power chord here, and I play this F, and then I play this G. Notice I'm not hitting the first string, which is where the third is. I'm not hitting that. I'm playing the first and third fingers, which is the root and the fifth of this chord. So that you take this finger out, and it's really just these two. But I put it there because that's how the chord is fingered. And it's easier to just move the original fingered chord. And then I'm doing the same thing up here. only it's D, F, and G here. So there's many ways to play the same chord. So I'm using the same two power chords on the high octave and the low, and I'm adding in an A flat just for a little color. So anyway you slice it, I'm using the same chords on the low end as I am on the high end, and that is what's completing the riff. That is the established sound that I'm creating with this riff, is the high and the low of the same type of vibe. Same chords, high and low, slightly different order of them. There it is with the F, the G flat, the G and the A flat. Obviously, I can play these chords different in a different way up on the low end than I can on the high end, and that is what makes it cool, because these are the same chords but just used differently. It is just too easy. You're mixing and you're matching and you're using different style chords together to make the riff. So you're not sitting on one style of chord. We also have the movable major and minor chords that I go over in another video. This is your this is your F Ionian pattern. You can use that pattern when you're writing your riffs. Ending on the D, folks. It doesn't really matter which D you end on, but in this particular case, I'm revolving around D for the D Aeolian sound. So the riffs I write focus on D in the key of D minor, using as many different chord shapes and notes and patterns as possible to keep things interesting. Here's the D note in the Ionian pattern. In the first pattern in the key of F major, F Ionian, I'm using that pattern but focusing on the D note in that pattern. I'm using that D note as my ending spot when I'm in this F Ionian pattern writing the key of D Aeolian. So you experiment with the low E string, with this low set of chords over here. You got this D, you got the opens, like we said, you got this. There's just places you can be playing the notes. Use the note instead of the chord. There's a lot of different ways to write your riffs. So you have to start putting together combinations of things you come up with. I'm going to do this with the power chords. I'm going to slide over to this, and I'm going to use a hammer on in between. All right, so then you begin to put that together. There you go, a little hammer on in your riff. Maybe you start the riff slower so you can figure out exactly what you're playing. And then you begin to pick it up. Whatever you're doing. And you can come up with endless riffs, and before you know it, in 3 or 4 hours, you got an album of songs. You've got an entire package of songs you put together because you just keep putting one riff after another, and you get this idea of mixing and matching all the things that you know. Everything you're working towards, all the chords you're memorizing, all the boxes you're memorizing, all the techniques, you're hammering, the bending, the double stops, all the things I'm showing you in these videos. You can start a riff with this if you want. I mean, Dimebag's got one, and like Revolution Is My Name on that whole album. He's got some crazy ass shit going. So the notes are all over the riffs. And if you haven't figured it out yet, folks, this is not a channel where I provide you with tabs. This is a teaching channel, and tabs do not teach you anything. They just show you stuff. If you want to see tabs, there are a gazillion sites you can go look at and a million places you can go and get free tabs. This is not one of them. I teach you how to play guitar. I expect you to do the work because that's why you're watching, because you want to learn, right? We don't learn anything by watching people. You can watch me hammer a nail into a piece of wood all day for 10 frickin' years. If you never actually pick up the hammer, you still don't have any clue how to do it yourself because you're going to bust your fingers up. And until you bust your fingers up learning how to do it, you don't know how to hammer a nail into a piece of wood. So you can watch people do it all day. That's called a statistician. You know how to do the work yourself, then you're the real deal yourself. So you can watch people do stuff all day, and you can watch tabs float across the screen. But if you can't play those tabs effortlessly, then you're not good. You're not good enough to play the tabs, and you don't need tabs. So tabs just show you how to play something. They don't teach you how to play, and they don't make you a better guitar player. So if you want to learn how to play guitar and be better at playing, then watch this channel. Go watch every single video I have because my entire arsenal of videos is meant to make you play better. You can learn everything you need to know about rock and metal from watching all of my videos. I don't leave anything out, and if I did, then tell me and I'll put the video up for you. I love hearing from everybody. I love hearing your ideas, and I want to make videos on the things you want because I want to help you play guitar. Hey, I'm already there. I want to help you now. It doesn't matter for me. I got the skills already. Now, if you want to know how all these players are doing what they do, you can do that in this day and age by watching channels like this one. But if you're going to watch guys just give you a crazy shred of exercises that take you 2 hours just to figure out the exercise, that's probably not the channel for you. You're not going to learn a whole lot there. My intended purpose here is to help you play guitar well. So everything on this channel, if you've noticed, is nothing like anything else you've seen because I'm an actual instructor. I'm not just a player. I teach you how to play guitar like the pros. That's what my channel does. So get onto my videos and watch everything and learn everything well that I'm showing you. And then there's no way you can't reach your best and be doing with the guitar whatever it is you plan on doing. You'll get there watching this channel. Thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you in another video. Let me know what you want to see because I'm running out of ideas. I'm pumping things up, but I want to know what you want to see. I don't want to put up what I want. I want to put up what you want. So leave a comment down there and tell me what you want to see. In fact, I want to know what your best guitar is so I know what you're playing on. I want to know how it's set up, and I'll show you videos on how to set things up. And if you guys want personalized instruction from moi, go to the description below and find out how to contact me down there. I'll talk to you guys in the next video.